Pyrotechnics. Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Operating off play action. Flacco. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And here we go on first and goal. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second and goal to go now. Here's West. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards. yards up to the 27-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. And Fasano here brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Ajayi. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that is incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. Now it's the fullback's turn, Gronkowski. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. To pass, Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. William Hayes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Flacco off play action. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Passing play. Flacco. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Once more, it's Flacco. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go pass again with Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run again here with West. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. On first down, Flacco. Left side, caught by Matthews. And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So they're operating in the red zone. Flacco looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he's got room.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. That goes for a gain of 31.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Play action. Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Campanaro. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second. Now Tannehill. Got a man open, That's Devontae Parker complete. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. Incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Flacco here on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's got some space here. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They begin here with a run by West. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, Flacco now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Flacco. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To pass, Flacco. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On the sneak, here's Flacco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco taking it in. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
They start on the ground with West. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Flacco from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Flacco. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Off play action, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
10 yards still left on second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And he rifles one incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. Third down here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chris Matthews, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now here come the Dolphins. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. That good for 19 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. after the run. Tannehill going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot.